Hello traders, as per the request of our premium members, we are going to do a top-down analysis on AUDJPY. As usual, we'll do our price action analysis and draw our levels on weekly and daily time frames, then dive into H4 and H1 to look for potential setups and triggers. So let's start by drawing our levels on weekly. As usual, we'll draw a random line on our chart and drag and drop it in a way to connect at least 3 dots. We start from the top. Here we can connect only 2 dots. Here we can connect 1, 2, 3. Those are wicks. So let's make it a round number as usual, 103. And let's continue. Here we can connect only 1 dot, 2 dots here. Here we can connect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a very strong one. Let's make it a round number, let's say 90. And let's continue. Here we can connect 3 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a very strong one as well. Let's make it 88. And continue. Here we can connect 1, 2, 3, 4, a very good one. Let's make it a round number, let's say 83. 1, 2, and 3. And let's continue. Can we draw any more lines? Here we go. 1, 2, and 3 dots. Let's make it 72. 1, 2, and 3. And we missed this one as well. 1, 2, 3 dots. Let's make it 75. Can we draw any more lines? 1 dot, 1 dot, 2 dots. So that's it for our levels on weekly. Let's see if we can draw any trend lines. We simply connect at least 3 dots to draw our trend lines. I can see we can draw a trend line here. So we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, a very strong one. Our entry would be a candle close below this swing here. So we've got a sell here. I can see another one, 1, 2, and 3 dots. Our entry would be a candle close above this swing. So we've got a buy here and a sell here. We can also draw this one here. So 1, 2, and 3 dots. We can even draw a short-term one around here, and our entry would be a candle close below this swing. So we've got a sell, a buy, and a sell. Can we draw any fresh trend lines? I can see we can draw this one, 1, 2, 3 dots, and this one here, which is our support level as well. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Let's delete the old trend lines as they are already broken and keep the fresh ones. So from weekly we know that AUDJPY now is trading inside this giant descending triangle in brown. Now let's zoom into daily time frame and do exactly the same. Let's start by drawing our levels. Can we draw any 3 dots lines? Yes, we can draw this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, a very strong one. Let's make it a round number, 84.5. Can we draw anything else? Yes, we can draw this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a very strong one. Let's make it 80.5. Can we draw anything else? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, a strong one as well. Let's make it 79. And as you know, so far I like to make my resistance levels in blue and support levels in red. So let's make it to make it visually better. Alright, so now we have our resistance and now we are drawing our support. And as the line are close to each other, we can even draw an area between them. So let's make this one in blue. Here we go. Alright, and let's make another one in red. Alright, so now we have our support and resistance areas. We will be looking for sell opportunities around here and buy opportunities around this area. Buy opportunities above it and sell opportunities below it. We also have this area here, so let's make it in gray. Alright. Here we go. So now after we've done with our levels, can we draw any trend lines? I can see we can draw this one here. Let's zoom out a little bit. So 1, 2, 3 touches. Our entry would be a candle close above the red area and this swing here. So we've entered a buy here. For now, let's delete it as it's already broken. Can we draw any more trend lines? Here we can connect only 2 dots, so it's not a good trend line. Here we can draw 1, 2, and 3 dots. So we've got an opportunity around here. We also have a head and shoulders pattern confirming our trade, a rejection zone, as you can see, and our entry would be a sell at a candle close below this swing here. Let's delete it as well as it's already broken. Can we draw any fresh trend lines here? I don't see any fresh trend lines. So now we are done with our levels and trend lines on daily time frame. So for now we know that AUDJPY is trading inside this giant descending triangle, and on daily time frame, as you can see, our brown trend line, and those are our levels and areas, as you can see, where we will be looking for potential setups and triggers on lower time frames. So now we will zoom into H4 and then to H1. On H4, we've got an ascending triangle here, as you can see, 1, 2, 3 dots, and here we have the upper one. So we've got a rejection zone, a pattern. We also have a divergence here, as you can see. MACD is making lower highs while price is making higher highs. So 1, 2, and the rejection zone is our third confluence. Our entry would be a candle close outside the red zone and below this swing here. So now you should have a sell, as here's our entry, our stop loss, and our plus 2R take profit. Let's make it in blue, and let's make this one to only show on H4. So do we have anything else on H4? We always look around our rejection zones, the blue one or red one. I can see that we've got a symmetrical triangle here. So we have our rejection zone in blue, a symmetrical triangle, and what we call RichTL bomb setup, as many dots are coming next to each other. So here we go, let's make it in purple. So one confluence, second confluence, and the third one was our rejection zone in blue. So our entry, our stop loss, and we target a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. Do we have anything else? I can see that we can look for setups around here, but we'll zoom to H4 and look for potential entries, as we can draw a line with 2 dots only here. So let's delete it. We also have this objective trend line if we extend the upper line of the symmetrical triangle. So we'll look for triggers around here on H1 as well. So let's mark it. So that's it for H4, as we can't draw any 3 dots trend lines. Let's zoom into H1 and look for potential setups and triggers around our zones. We'll be looking to buy around here and sell around here and sell below our red zone as well. So first of all, here's our pattern from H4. Let's look for more setups around our zones. I can see that we can draw a trend line here. Let's make it in red. So we've got a trend line, an objective trend line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a very strong one, and we have a divergence here. So we've got 3 confluences already: divergence, objective trend line, and rejection zone in red. So our entry would be a candle close below this swing here, and we always target a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. Let's scroll back and look for more opportunities. Here we go. As mentioned, on H4 we'll be looking for sell opportunities around here. So we've got an objective trend line 1, 2, 3, and a divergence. Alright, and this rejection zone in blue. Our entry would be a candle close below this swing and outside our blue zone. So here's our entry, and we always target a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. Let's scroll back and look for more opportunities. Alright, so here we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a very strong trend line, as you can see: first touch, second, third, fourth, and fifth. We also have a head and shoulders pattern: head, left shoulder, and right shoulder. We've got a divergence, as you can see. MACD was making higher highs while price is making higher lows while price is making lower lows. Our entry would be a candle close above the head and shoulders neckline, which would be here in this case, and we always target a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. Our stop loss is below the right shoulder. For conservative traders, can wait for a candle close above the red zone, and the stop loss would be the last swing, and as usual target a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. Let's scroll back and look for more opportunities. Let's delete those ones for now. So here we have an objective trend line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a very strong one, and we've got a double top here, as you can see. So our entry would be a candle close below this swing. We also have a divergence. MACD is making lower highs while price is making higher highs. Our trigger would be a candle close below this swing, and we always target a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. This setup is not a high probability one. It's not setting at a rejection zone, but it can be entered with half risk as we have 3 confluences. So let's continue. As mentioned, on H4 we'll be looking for opportunities around our red zone here at this vertical line. So let's delete it for now. We've got a head and shoulders pattern, as you can see, and a divergence. MACD is making higher lows while price is making lower lows. So let's draw our head and shoulders pattern. Head, left shoulder, and right shoulder. Our entry would be around this trend line 1, 2, 3. So here is an early entry at the candle close above this swing here, and we always target a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. And for those who like to trade conservative trades only, can wait for the head and shoulders neckline break outside our red zone and enter a buy around here. Let's take more examples. We have an example here ready. We have our rejection zone here, a head and shoulders pattern. Let's draw it. Head, left shoulder, and right shoulder. An objective trend line 1, 2, 3, 4, many touches, a very strong one. Let's make it in red. And one more confluence as our RichTL boom setup. So 1, head and shoulders our second, third, and 4 confluence. As you can see, our entry would be a candle close below this swing, and we always target a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. By the way, the setup was from H4. Let's see it. Let's make it in blue. Here we go, 1, 2, 3 dots and a RichTL pattern. Let's zoom into H1 again and take one last example. Here we can draw an objective trend line 1, 2, 3, and we also have a divergence. As you can see, MACD was making equal highs while price is making higher highs, so one confluence seconds our trend line, and the third is our rejection zone in blue. Our entry is, as usual, a candle close below this swing, and we always target a 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio. That's it for AUDJPY. Feel free to request top-down analysis using RichTL for any pair by leaving a comment below or by sending us a message on our website or free Telegram channel. See you soon.